so good. They're my sausage biscuit pinwheels. I just call them a sausage roll. I make them every year for the holidays. These are so perfect for Christmas morning, a holiday brunch, or anytime. I'm getting these in the oven. Let me show you how I make them. They are so easy to make. You can make them way ahead of time, and all you need is like breakfast sausage and some baking mix. I'm gonna start making my biscuits. You just follow the recipe on the box of the baking mix. 2 1/4 cups of the baking mix. I actually make these as gifts also. You freeze them and slice them on Christmas morning or Thanksgiving morning, or they're a great appetizer as well. So that's 2 1/4 cup of the baking mix and 2/3 cup of milk. Mix that together. If you want to make your homemade biscuits, go right ahead. I've also used like crescent roll dough. That works too, but I just prefer the biscuits. You're gonna want to prepare your counter and roll it out. I just have a soapy cloth that I'll rinse it off. Put a little more baking mix on my counter. You can put flour or whatever you want. I'm just gonna use baking mix. And it's gonna get pretty big, so you wanna give yourself a good space. Roll your biscuit dough out. We'll knead this a little, just till it comes together. You don't wanna overmix. You don't want it to be tough. This is my rolling pin. You actually put it in the freezer, and you just wanna roll it out. If you don't have a rolling pin, just use a glass. You can find something to roll it out. This is easy. I roll mine into like a pizza dough shape. Doesn't have to be perfect. I roll in one direction. I don't know why. I want mine to be pretty thin, not paper thin. And you'll see why in a moment. Okay, I think that's a good size. And I've got hot breakfast sausage. Need 1 pound of breakfast sausage. And then you want to take the breakfast sausage uncooked and then just cover this, pinch it off into little pieces, and then I cover all the dough. Wash my hands. I'm gonna just roll this up. You don't have to worry about getting it rolled up like really, really tightly. I'm gonna roll it from the side, and just, if you can see how I'm doing it, trust the process. You just roll it like that. That's why you wanna put the biscuit on the counter, or flour, or whatever. Just gonna roll it like that. All right, so now we've got a sausage roll. I'm gonna wrap it in plastic wrap first. I have been making this for so many years. I have this down to a science. And then we're gonna roll it into the saran wrap, and then you can shape it, okay? That makes it a lot easier to shape, to get it more uniform. That makes it a little more uniform. It doesn't have to be perfect. Pinch your edges in. And you have 1 sausage roll. And then I'm gonna wrap it in aluminum foil. And I'm gonna double wrap it. So, pretty tightly. If you clean your counter before you do this, it's probably better. Especially if you wanna give it as a gift. This goes in the freezer until you're ready to use it. You wanna freeze it because it's much easier to slice when it's frozen. If you try to slice this now, it's gonna be a mess. If you wait until it's frozen, it makes perfect pinwheels. I just pull it out the morning that I'm gonna eat it and maybe let it sit out on the counter for maybe 30 minutes. Cook them on a baking sheet at 375 for maybe 12 to 18 minutes. This is what they look like finished. They're so delicious. I like mine a little thin and a little crispy. You can cut them thick,